You're listening to the ESO Network, your station for all things geek.
You're listening to episode 203 of the Rusted Robot Podcast. Today is June 24th, 2018.
You're listening to the Rusted Robot Podcast, the #1 rated robot-related podcast in northeastern Ontario.
Once again, I'm your host, Sean, and with me today, as always, is
Josh.
And today we have his lovely wife,
Kitty!
How's everybody doing?
Not bad. I'm kind of sore.
You're sore.
Yeah, bad putting up all that drywall.
That would do it.
The quest continues.
Yes. I think we talked about it last week, where we brought all the drywall in.
Yep, that was mentioned.
It's a week later, and now all the drywall is up.
Well, most of the drywall's up.
2/3 of the drywall is up.
Half. Actually, almost exactly half.
Is that right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Well, I took a look, and there's a lot. There's a room coming together. It's very good.
Yeah. One room is mostly all done now.
No, one room's done.
Well, yeah, but we gotta, plaster and paint
Oh,
and
yeah.
stuff.
But drywall-wise, it's done.
It is not done.
Done.
Done!
Yeah, so anyway, we actually are recording this episode on the Sunday that it will come out on. Normally it's a Saturday, but today's Sunday.
So, delay. So if it's late, we're sorry.
That's right. That's all we're going to say about that.
I apologize for nothing. I am perfect in all ways.
Yeah. Yes, I have no way to dispute that, nor would I want to.
Of course you wouldn't.
No.
Nobody does.
All right, so shall we begin?
Yes, of course.
All right, let's do that. All right, what are we going to talk about first? Do we want to talk about the Star Trek news? Or should we talk about Celebrity Death of the Week?
We'll start on the downer. That way people will forget about it by the end of the show. We'll start with the celebrity death.
That's fair. Let me pull up Celebrity Death of the Week.
Keep saying it. Are you a doctor? She's dead, Jim.
So, who died this week?
Well, very sad to report that Koko the Gorilla has passed away.
Oh,
Yes.
sad.
It's very sad. Koko...
Sad.
Yeah, you're crying. I see that. Koko the Gorilla, famous for learning how to speak using sign language with her human trainer, has died at the age of 46. Now, this article came out June 21st. Koko touched the lives of millions as an ambassador for all gorillas and an icon for interspecies communication and empathy, the Gorilla Foundation said in an announcement of her death, which occurred last night in her sleep. She was beloved and will be deeply missed. At the height of her fame, Koko was twice a cover girl for National Geographic, met celebrities such as Robin Williams, and rocked the scientific establishment with her seemingly extraordinary abilities. Not without controversy, the gorilla was known worldwide as the ape that could talk and became a prominent icon for the conservation of her species and wildlife as a whole. The incredible tale of Koko and how she rose to such global prominence began back in 1971 when a female gorilla in San Francisco Zoo rejected her infant. This gave Stanford University graduate Penny Patterson a unique opportunity to see if her extraordinary and somewhat unconventional idea of teaching a great ape how to talk was in any way possible. Over the next few years, Patterson worked with the young gorilla, eventually founding Project Koko, and claimed that Koko could understand and use over 1,000 different words in American Sign Language. For the next 4 decades, Patterson not only looked after and taught Koko, but effectively became her mother, friend, and interpreter. Through this intimate relationship, Patterson claimed that Koko could talk about the future, rhyme, tell jokes, and even lie. Yet, despite Patterson's assurances about what Koko could do, the scientific community has remained steadfastly critical of these assertions. This is mainly down to the fact that, due to her close relationship with Koko, Patterson was understandably very defensive of her and refused to allow independent researchers access. But, despite this controversy, Koko was still able to capture the curiosity of the world. One of the most important things to have arisen out of Project Koko is the realization that animals, and great apes in particular, are intelligent, sentient, and emotional individuals.
So, there's always been a problem with the Koko. If Koko was taught 1,000 different words and can use them in constructed thought, she doesn't need a specific interpreter. Anybody can interpret, with video.
Right, if it's American Sign Language, it's
anybody that knows American Sign Language can go, okay, it might be a bit rough, because, the human hand and the ape hand are similar, but not the same. So some movements and positions might be different.
Slightly different, of course.
But it's like listening to somebody with a really thick accent. You'll be able to get through after listening to it for a while or watching it for a while. Makes sense to me on that front.
Is it possible they had an interpreter, though, because so many people don't know sign language?
Yes, but...
Many people do.
Yes, that's true, but, like, none of us at the table.
No, I could not talk to you in sign language.
I
No.
only know, like, a few words in sign language.
True. But we aren't researchers in the field.
I know.
And, like, people who have looked at what she does, it's like, yeah, she's making some signs, but they're nonsensical.
Right, maybe they had their own language based on American Sign Language.
Yeah, but
or maybe it's all fake and made up.
The whole point is, like, she was supposed to teach her American Sign Language.
Right, exactly. Hence the controversy.
Well, the thing is, like, without her there to interpret, you get garbage. You get nothing.
Is that, like, how parents, though, they understand what their children's gobbledygook is?
It could be similar to that.
When our children were little, I understood them perfectly. But a lot of people who spent a lot of time with them didn't always understand what they were saying. Even though they were still really close to my kids. But I spent the most time with them.
And you're the mama.
Mm-hmm.
So...
And Penny Patterson was effectively Coco's mama.
Yeah. So she would know, like, the gobbledygook.
I think it's more like, what is it called? Assisted handwriting. People who are in near vegetative states, in the 80s, they were like, oh, you'll hold their wrist and feel the little movements, and they'll guide you to the letters that they're looking for, right? And it's just the person helping is helping them. It's making them writing it out rather than... So I think it's more along the lines of that. Even if she really believed that she's interpreting the subtle differences in Coco's
language,
maybe
per se,
it could all be psychosomatic bullcrap.
Although maybe she just had, like, a very motherly instinct towards the gorilla.
So,
and you know how some parents, they don't correct their children and they just let them continue speaking baby talk for, like, way too long, and it's not until they go to school that, like, other people teach them. But, like, gorillas don't go to school. So there's a good chance that she's just like, whatever, it's close enough. She means this. That's possible.
The thing's invalidated because it has yet to be repeated.
Yeah, well.
So you would need to repeat the experiment. And as she was very guarded about how she did things, she never really told people how she taught Koko. Right? I taught her sign language. Okay. How? What methodology? How did you go about this?
Right, true enough.
Like, you need all that so that we can repeat the experiment and see if we can get another gorilla. And if we do get another gorilla raised in the exact same way, they should be able to interpret the same things. So
that would make sense, but it would be weird to take another gorilla baby just to see if we could do it.
Why not?
Well, I don't know, it just seems odd. It seems like a strange way to use your time and efforts. Like if there was another abandoned gorilla baby, sure.
Yeah, grab any gorilla baby from the zoos. They're already in captivity.
I know, but like they're with their parents.
Eh.
They're just
Until the experiment proves successful, we don't know if they're sentient or not, which means they're just animals.
Yeah, but they care.
They're sentient.
They care about their babies.
You think they're sentient?
I'm pretty sure they are. Their DNA is only like 2 or 3% away from ours, and if we're sentient, so
there is a lot of difference in 2 or 3%, though.
I think elephants are sentient.
And dolphins.
Yeah, but dolphins are jerks.
They can be. But regardless, I think...
Hashtag not all dolphins.
I think we can agree that the death of Koko is a very sad event in animal kind.
Yeah. Is anybody going to take care of her cats?
That's right. She was... she adopted kittens.
Yeah.
Yeah, she was very fond of cats.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So that's cute.
So...
Is anybody taking care of her cats, though?
I assume somebody's taking care of her cats. It's not mentioned in the article.
Yeah.
I hope so. I hope somebody takes them home.
So moving right along.
No segue?
No, I've got no segue this time.
All right.
I'm just going to play a promo for another podcast on the ESO network.
The Death Star plans are not in the main computer.
Where are those transmissions you intercepted, including those of the Monster SciFi Show podcast? I need my weekly dose of sci-fi news with movie and TV reviews and commentary.
We intercepted no transmissions. This is a consular ship.
If this is a consular ship, where is the ambassador?
Sorry, I was indisposed. I will give it a moment to air out if you know what I mean. Who needs the ambassador? I thought I heard someone call out for me. What in the bloody hell did you do to Ramus? Speak up. Which one of those chest buttons calls your supervisor, you imbecile?
Geez, mister. Honestly, he was, like that when we got here. Right, fellas?
Mister, I am an ambassador.
Let me see your identification.
Shut it, Bob. You are as clumsy as you are stupid. He doesn't have to show you your ID.
We don't need to see his identification.
You can subscribe to this podcast on iTunes, Libsyn.com, and Stitcher Radio. The Monster SciFi Show is part of the ESO network. It's sci-fi from a certain point of view.
And I can't wait to check out that podcast. It's very exciting. I love all the ESO network podcasts, and I hope all of our listeners are exploring each and every one.
You know, I have to listen to the podcast afterwards to hear which one you drop in, right?
I'm aware.
So I don't know how to react to these when you do them.
Well, I don't know what I'm going to put in yet either.
That was great.
Yeah. See, but I want to say something about the promo.
But we don't know what it is.
Yeah, so through the magic of editing, future Sean will have placed a promo in that spot, and that's why you don't know what it is, because I haven't pre-looked up what promos are available.
Well, next time come with it so I can at least listen to it so I can make comments about the thing.
I might do that in the future. Yeah, possibly. We'll see. Hey, you know what time it is? It's time for the twist. This week in Star Trek.
Black alert. Black alert.
So, I got news.
Oh.
Yeah. So, Orville will be coming back later than anticipated.
Oh no, when?
So, it won't be coming back in the fall because they don't want to go up against Thursday Night Football.
What is Thursday Night Football?
It's one of those sports ball things.
Is that where there's sweaty men in uniforms?
Yes.
Oh, okay, I don't watch that stuff.
Throwing an... This wasn't an orb.
Oh.
It's an oblate.
Oh, I know that one. That looks like the computer head from Flight of the Navigator.
Exactly.
Right, okay.
So it will be coming back later than anticipated. So the release date is now the end of the year.
Ooh.
So December 30th is the release date.
That's right near the end of the year.
Yeah, it's one day left in the year.
Right, so that's when it comes back. Season 2 of
It's
Orville.
coming back this year?
Yeah.
Barely.
Kinda, sort of, right.
We got a few new people coming in.
Oh, yeah?
We got a reoccurring cast. We don't have much information at this point, but as a reoccurring cast member, Chris Johnson, known on 47 Meters Down, he'll be appear in a reoccurring role.
Ooh.
No details coming.
Oh.
Yeah, that's what tease you, right?
A very informative article that says nothing.
Exactly.
Okay.
And then we also have Jessica Zorch. Zor?
How do you spell that?
Shohr.
That's a cool name.
Yeah, anyway, she's from Gossip Girl.
Okay.
She'll be coming back as one of the characters. She'll be joining the cast, not as a recurring character, but as just like joining the cast.
Oh, so like a regular person. Okay.
That's good news.
Yeah.
However, Halston Sage, it looks like she is leaving the show.
Well, that is supreme sadness. She's the strong girl. She
Yeah.
was my favorite character.
Yeah, she's the chief security from season 1, who's a strong female character.
Yes, literally.
Which means she's not allowed to be on season 2.
Oh.
That she's got to walk away, making a poor decision, not staying with the thing, staying for 8 seasons.
She's like the Denise Crosby of the Next Generation.
Yes.
Ah, yes, poor Tasha Yar.
'Cause, like,
also security chief.
Yep. Also a strong female character.
I wonder if they planned that.
I don't think so. I think it just happened to be the same thing.
Could be.
What I understand, she wanted to go and pursue more diverse acting things.
Well, I have seen her actually in several, perhaps independent films, but they were on Netflix, and she's a good actress.
Oh, yeah, she's a good actress. Didn't say anything about that.
But if
Josh is just sad to be losing her.
Well, if you get a series, stick with it. Don't pull a David Caruso.
Or Denise Crosby.
Right, exactly.
Like, she pulled out thinking, it's not going to last another season, and I got this opportunity to do this, which fell through. And, she missed 7 more seasons and a couple movies she could have been in.
Yeah, so in 20 years, Halston Sage will be producing the fan series Orville, much like Denise Crosby did Trekkies.
Huh.
Maybe. Perhaps.
Is that what you guys are called, as Orvies?
No, I just made that up right now.
Oh, well, I haven't seen it yet, so...
You have not seen the Orville?
No.
Oh.
I think Or Villager.
Or Villager?
Or Villager? Or Villager.
Or Villians. Ooh. Maybe.
Ooh.
I don't know. But anyway, back to the Star Trek news.
I gave you the Star Trek news.
I've got other Star Trek news. You know who Alex Kurtzman is?
Yes.
Okay. Well, he inked a 5-year Trek extension. Let me read the article to you. Alex Kurtzman, veteran writer, producer, and co-creator of Star Trek Discovery, has inked a 5-year extension of his production agreement with CBS Television Studios that calls for him to extend the Star Trek franchise for television, developing new series, miniseries, and other content opportunities, including animation, as well as give CBS Television Studios exclusive rights to produce all television content created and developed by Kurtzman and his Secret Hideout production banner. So you're all big fans of Star Trek Discovery and Alex Kurtzman, right?
I haven't seen it yet.
You have not seen any of the Star Trek Discovery?
No.
Oh.
I sadly have been very busy doing other things.
Other things?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, we'll talk about the other things that you've been doing coming up. I know Josh has seen 5 episodes of Star Trek Discovery.
Yes.
And I have seen all 15.
Yes. So I have seen 1/3, or what was also known as 5 more than I really should have.
Yes, the recurring theme on the podcast for new listeners is that Josh is not a fan of Star Trek Discovery. Well, I love it immensely, although I do see the flaws to it, but I can look past that. But we're not talking about Star Trek Discovery. We're talking about the 4 rumored series that Kurtzman is supposed to be producing. And you guys haven't heard of any of this stuff?
No, this is all news to me.
Okay. Well, it's been all over the interwebs all week long. So the first thing is that apparently there's going to be a new Star Trek cartoon.
That would be fun. I like cartoons. Is it going to be cheesy?
Well, this is all speculation on these 4 different series. There's no official confirmation. It's just rumors and hearsay so far.
Where would it lie?
Don't know. There's no news.
Because it can't lie in TOS, because TOS has been destroyed. It can't lie in the Discovery universe, because that's dark and bleak, and you don't put children's show in there.
Shouldn't, no.
It can't lie in the Calvin timeline.
Because that's owned by somebody else.
Yeah. And so, are we going to put it back in the proper Star Trek timeline?
Maybe post-Voyager? Who knows? We don't know anything about it, just that they are looking at animation as
they could do it where it's Voyager, and the last 2 episodes of Voyager were a dream.
And they're still in the Delta Quadrant?
And they're still in the Delta Quadrant. None of that weird crap ever happened. Just like I imagine it to be.
That's a definite possibility, but probably not.
Ah.
Okay, so that's one of the options of the 4 series.
If they're going to do that, they should do Star Trek Enterprise B. Because we didn't really see B.
We didn't, only in Star Trek Generations. And it got smashed up real good by the Nexus.
Yeah, but that's it. That's all we saw of it.
That's it. That's all we know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, follow B around for a bit.
Could be. See what I did there?
I saw.
Yeah.
He did the wink and the gun, for those of you who cannot see.
Which is every single person listening to this episode.
Yeah.
Either now or in the future.
Ooh.
Yes. So that's one of the options, an animated series. The next one, of course, is that Nick Meyer produced miniseries of Khan, following him around maybe in the eugenics war of the 90s. That's what they were talking about.
Yeah, I don't see that.
You don't see that?
No, I don't.
It would be funny.
That's apparently he had something in development or some written stuff or whatever.
It'd make a good mini-series?
That's what they were talking about, a mini-series, not an actual TV show. Just like several episodes of it.
No, I don't even think that.
You don't think so?
I don't think so.
An 8-part mini-series?
No, too much.
Yeah?
That's like a 3-part max.
I thought Khan was your favorite.
No, I enjoy him as a villain.
Yeah.
But he is not a focus character. You spend too much time on that, and
you start liking him too much as the villain, and then you're on the wrong side.
No, either that or you really don't like it. It's like there's only so much you can take at a time, right?
True.
I guess.
So that's one of the other options. A third possibility is a Starfleet Academy set series. So it would skew a little bit younger.
Okay. Are we talking something like
like a Dawson's Creek or like that kind of...
I was going to say, are we running a VW? No.
WB?
WB, that's the word. The letters I'm looking for. WB teen drama in Starfleet.
In the articles that I've read this week, they didn't really go into too much detail about it, but yeah, that's the rumor speculation.
I don't need that.
Maybe to get some younger fans into the show. So you have the cartoon for the little kids. You have the Academy, high school, college age kids for that one.
Yeah, but the college age kids, they want to see good sci-fi, and they used to. I don't know about it anymore because they seem to like Discovery, which indicates they didn't like good sci-fi. But anyway,
right.
That's your opinion.
That's your opinion, sir.
Like, I don't know if I would like it or not either, but just because I don't like it doesn't mean it's not good.
We haven't watched it, so you can't say.
Yeah.
Exactly. So that's the third series that they're talking about. And the fourth one, can you guess what it might be?
It's for really young kids.
Nope.
Star Trek: The Adventures of the Tribbles. It's nothing but it's just puffs moving around on a green field.
It should be stop animation.
Yeah, stop. Yeah.
That's not what they're talking about.
Yeah, no.
We should make it.
You should make it for YouTube.
No, we. Because I can't do it alone.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
And
the Rusted Robot podcast proudly presents Tribbles on Parade.
Oh, that sounds great.
Well, that's not one of the options CBS is talking about, and we're not getting any of Alex Kurtzman's $25 million. But they are talking about bringing Patrick Stewart back as Captain Jean-Luc Picard for a TV series of his own, perhaps. The dude is 77, but he hasn't been working too much lately. So
yeah, that's a choice.
No, actually, there was an article that he was in where he said he hasn't been contacted since November to work on anything. So he's missing acting, and if they produce the Star Trek the next generation maybe, or Star Trek Vineyards, I don't know what they would call it. It's him working on his farm in retirement. I don't know.
Star Trek, the generation after the one you liked.
Okay, I could I love Picard.
Yeah.
But what are you gonna do with it?
Is he an admiral now? Is he retired? Is he still a captain?
I want to see him go on adventures.
Does he go
in
indie?
the holodeck?
Does he go what?
Indie.
Like on his own
Independent?
ship?
Yeah.
Maybe he tracks down the old Stargazer and is flying around in that? Or did they blow it up at the end of that show? No, they didn't, eh? They hauled it off to a museum or
I
something?
imagine if he was in retirement, he'd still be quite fun to follow because he wanted to do archaeology in his retirement, and he'd probably get sucked into all kinds of crazy adventures, like being a space detective and battling people, doing all kinds of other weird
The
crap.
Stargazer is his by law too.
Right.
Because the Ferengis took it as salvage,
Space
which
salvage,
means
yeah.
it belonged to
them.
Damon
Bach,
right? Belonged to Bach, and then Bach gave it to him specifically as an individual, not
Yes.
Starfleet, which means it belongs to him.
That's true.
And he's got his own starship, and he can get it updated. And
I want to see him go on wacky adventures.
Star Trek Stargazer, the continuing adventures of Captain Picard.
That'd be great.
That's the one I'm most interested in, other than the Tribbles on Parade.
Oh,
Right,
yes,
yeah.
yes.
Yeah. So this is all the Star Trek news that I have for you
We
guys.
should do that, guys,
Are you excited
Just have
about...
Klingons run in at the end of each episode and just smash them?
Yeah, and then just be like...
Yeah, just like that. Do that one more time?
I don't know if I can.
Oh. So what do you think? Do any of these series sound appealing, enticing, exciting?
Well, they're so vague. Right?
They are, and it's all rumor and speculation, so they don't actually have anything written in stone yet.
I'm actually really excited about the idea of doing a stop animation with Tribbles, guys.
That's not one of the options.
We have access to Klingons, you know.
Yeah, I am one of them. I have my head ridges.
Yeah.
Yes. And I'm pretty in tight with the other ones.
You guys don't think that would be super fun? We could film it in the Hollinger.
Have them just moving around, then it's the Great Tribble Hunt.
Yes.
And do a whole movie. Whole movie ending in the Great Tribble Hunt.
It would be great.
And we could sing songs about it.
They still sing songs of the Great Tribble Hunt.
Because really, you just need to buy a bunch of different fun fur.
Puffballs, yeah.
Oh, and we could make them all as like those little charms for purses, because people like puffball charms on their purse, and we could sell them.
Is that true?
To the nerdy fans, yeah.
Do girls like puffballs on their purses?
Yes, they do.
Yeah.
I really want one, but they're like $13, and
Those can be the little tribbles, but tribbles get big.
I know they can get big. We should have some of them too.
Purses made out of tribbles.
Oh my god, a tribble purse with a little
tribble pokey chain thing?
Change purse and a puffball. It'd be like 3 of them all together. It would be so great. And
we'll make a fortune.
We could raise money for...
3 would become 33. Well, and 33 would be 960.
Oh, do you guys remember those Puppy Surprise and Kitty Surprise?
Yeah.
We should make Tribble Surprise.
Yeah?
For like children Star Trek fans. Because they're out there. It would be a big Tribble, and then when it has babies, just a whole bunch of Tribble babies would just fall out.
You know we don't have any licensing deals with CBS, right?
Well, they should... Okay, well, if they are listening, they should just do this. Because I don't care if I don't make money off of it. I just want one.
Oh yeah. Alex Kurtzman listens to every single episode.
Does he? Yeah, okay, get on this, man.
He often emails me, but he says, don't put my emails in your email section. I'm going to listen to your show and tell all my friends about you. But I can't confirm or deny.
Oh, okay.
That's Alex Kurtzman. He's incognito.
Okay.
Yeah.
But the thing is, I need one of these, even though I am no longer a child and wouldn't quite play with it the same way other children would. But I would love opening up a tribble and dumping other baby tribbles on top of people. And also just throwing them up in the air.
Whee!
Yeah.
Whee!
It would be great.
I can set up a hopper in your ceiling. So that they can open a little...
Every 1,000th customer that comes in just gets tribbles dumped on them.
But only when they ask, where's the quattrocitocalin grain?
Yeah, it would be great.
I don't know if I said that right, but...
Probably not.
Probably not.
I could just jump it on people for no reason too, though, right?
You could, yeah. Like when somebody said water on You Can't Do That on Television.
Yes.
And the water would dump on them.
Oh, that was a good show. And they'd get covered with, like, slime sometimes.
Yes, that was, if they said I don't know, I believe.
I don't know.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Do I remember that correctly?
Wow. Good time.
Where did I pull that out of, Josh?
I can set it up right in front of your cache, too.
You should. Yeah. I also want a tiger pit, please.
I cannot do a tiger pit.
Why not?
Because you're at the
I am a good digger. I can dig it.
No, you cannot.
Yes, I can.
No, you cannot.
Where do you work?
I work at Jump City. Jump City. Toons, Ontario, Canada.
What is this?
It is a comic book store in Timmins, Ontario.
Is that right?
Yep.
I bet as a purveyor, a proprietor, a owner of a comic book store, you must have some comic book news.
I do, actually.
Can you share it with us here, now?
Sure, of course I can. Okay, so there's some pretty cool titles coming out for July. One of the ones I'm most interested in is Injustice versus He-Man and the Masters of the Universe.
Ooh, tell me more.
It's going to be written by Tim Seeley, and the art and cover is by Freddie E. Williams II. There's a variant cover also by Tim Seeley. Believing He-Man and the Masters of the Universe defeated, a robot imposter has seized control of Eternia, but not for long. After freeing his kingdom from the strong man's rule, Prince Adam learns not everyone is pleased to see the pretender disposed, and Adam knows the value of freedom. So when heroes from another dimension ask his aid in disposing of a superhero-turned-dictator, he agrees, teaming up with Batman against the Superman of the Injustice universe. He-Man and his new allies face dangerous and familiar enemies in a battle where no world is safe. And that comes out on...
July something? So it's Batman and He-Man?
The 18th.
Batman and He-Man.
18th
Batman and He-Man
of July.
Versus...
Superman. Which means Superman loses.
Yeah, well, he's... Yeah.
Because He-Man,
his
powers are magic.
Yeah.
So a punch from He-Man...
But it's going to be good, is the point.
...would be devastating. He's got a magic sword, so he can cut Superman at any time.
I wish I
Although
had a magic sword.
He never cuts anything.
No.
Not for children's TV.
That's because He-Man's very sweet. But the comics, he's still very nice, but they're pretty different. There is blood. There is a little bit of gore, but it's generally still on the happier side as far as comics go. They're very entertaining to read. I
read
thoroughly enjoyed the He-Man and Thundercats crossover.
I read that one.
Yeah, it's super good. And I like a lot of the crossover comics that they've been doing.
Speaking of crossover comics, is it true that there is going to be a Star Trek Transformers crossover?
Yes.
When is that coming out?
I don't know. You're asking me without me having done any research.
Hi, this is Admiral Adama, Battlestar Galactica saying, "You're listening to the Rusted Robot Podcast. Think about it."
While you're looking up that information, Josh, you know my brother Robin from the Space Jam podcast?
I do.
Okay. Now, I know you don't follow social media, but maybe Kitty showed you the picture that Robin posted on Thursday of him in a dress on the beach, and he made a cover, homage, I guess you could say, to Demi Lovato's Cool for the Summer album. She's on a beach in this weird dress with a boa, a feathered boa.
I did not see this picture.
Oh, well, he...
I do not social media.
You do not social media, but... if
you know, by talking about it, you have to link it onto the fan page.
Yes, I certainly will do that. I know I shared it at least on my own Facebook page, but he sent me this picture earlier in the week, and he says, "Just wait for Thursday, brother." And I'm like, I'm scared. Cool for the Summer, and he's in a lawn chair on the beach, because his last name is Cool, and her album name was Cool for the Summer, but his is spelled Coull. So he did Cool for the Summer, and he got some dress from Value Village. He's got his bald head, his long beard, and his mullet. He's looking all relaxed on the chair.
He has a bald head and a mullet.
A bald head and a mullet, yeah. It's bald in the middle and long on the back, and...
that has a different name. It has a name, though.
It does. I'm going to actually share it on the Rusted Robot Facebook page right now so that it's there. And I will also share it into the group so that any listener can find it, because it's quite disturbing. And did you find the news about the Star Trek Transformers?
Yes, it comes out in September. There's no specific date set yet. It says, "Get ready for a crossover, decades in the making. IDW Publishing has announced a new crossover comic book series that will see the crew of Star Trek's USS Enterprise meeting Optimus Prime and the Transformers. Star Trek versus the Transformers will launch in September from John Barber, Mike Johnson, Philip Murphy, and Leonardo Ito."
Does it say which generation of Enterprise it is?
Yes, it does. The 4-issue miniseries will specifically draw inspiration from the looks and continuities of the original 1984 Transformers animation series and the 1973 Star Trek animated series.
Oh, wow, okay. So
Yeah.
it's a cartoon crossover. All right.
It sounds like it's going to be a lot of fun. But it'll probably be pretty lighthearted and ridiculous and full of the cheese we all love.
And that'll come out in September.
Yeah.
And it's 4 issues.
Yes, 4-issue miniseries.
And I think you need to mark me down in the file for that one.
Okay.
So, Optimus Prime is going to change his shape so that he's the Enterprise.
Mm.
Bumblebee's going to be a shuttlecraft, probably Galileo, because he gets the most screen time.
Yeah.
And Megatron is going to be the...
Romulans?
No, the World Eater.
Although Josh is making this all up, so they're
The
probably not
Doomsday
going to
Machine.
do that.
Yeah.
Ah, yes.
Because that is if you're going to become a machine and you're transforming, that's the one to be.
Right, of course. So that's cool.
Yeah, and for my last bit of comic book news, I don't know if you guys know, but the 50th issue of Batman is coming out.
Is that right? 50.
Yeah.
And they've been around since 1939, and they've only had 50 issues?
Yeah, since the Batman Rebirth.
Oh, a rebirth.
Yeah,
okay.
so this is like the newest one. It's just back to being Batman again.
Gotcha.
And it's calling Holy Matrimony Batman.
Holy Matrimony Batman.
Yeah, he's getting married to Selena Kyle.
Isn't that Catwoman?
Yeah, it's Catwoman. They've been an on-again, off-again couple since, like, forever.
Mm-hmm. Since before we were born.
Everybody loves them together. They've always been good together.
They go together like peanut butter and chocolate?
Yes, like peanut butter and chocolate. The thing that really weirds me out, though, is that, I get why Harley and Ivy are both going to be her bridesmaids.
That's weird.
Not really, because, Harley's not really evil, and she's teamed up with Batman a couple times. Ivy also has been less evil lately.
Oh, okay.
And they are both really good friends with Selena, because she, I guess, has trouble making friends with normal human people, which is odd because she herself has no superpowers. But, she did like to steal things, so that was the thing that they went around and did for a while.
But amongst the three, only one has a superpower.
Yes, Ivy. But the thing that I find really odd is that for whatever reason, Joker wound up with an invitation.
That is weird.
It is really weird.
Well,
he should not have one.
Yeah.
Everybody hates him.
Yeah.
Everybody hates him.
Right.
Yeah, but if he didn't get invited, he'd crash the thing anyway.
He's going to crash it anyway.
No.
Anyway.
he's invited, so he'll probably won't go, because that would be the
He's going to go.
He's going to RSVP, say he's coming, and he's not going to show up.
He's going to...
That's the chaos. There's going to be an extra seat.
That would be great if that was his only plan.
He's going to stop the wedding so they don't get married.
They better get married. If they don't, I'm going to be super, super hella mad.
When does this come out?
It comes out really soon, actually. July 4th.
And how many copies of this did you order for the store?
We ordered as many as we possibly could.
25.
Probably around 25, maybe 30, including the ones that we have for our file holders already, which is a lot of people. In preparation for this, they even released little, like, save-the-date cards.
Oh, nice.
Which were actually advertisements. On the back, they had all of the prelude comics that lead up to the event of the actual wedding. So it's like which comics to purchase with the titles that lead up to the wedding.
Okay. Are your customers really excited?
All the ones that are subscribed to Batman are.
Yeah.
And then the ones who don't follow Batman probably don't know, because they don't really pay close attention to anything until the day it comes out, and they're like, oh, look at this thing, it's probably worth money, I'm going to go and get some.
Do you think it's going to be worth money?
Probably.
Yeah.
It depends on what they do with continuity. The longer it stays in continuity, the more valuable it becomes.
Ah, okay. That makes sense.
Because the more of an impact it had on the story.
Right.
I feel like a lot of people really, really love these two as a couple, and they'll be really mad if they don't get married.
I do have a statue at my house of Batman and Catwoman kissing.
Yeah.
So.
Because they're a couple. They're the best power couple ever. They are the best power couple ever.
No.
Yes.
No, the best power couple ever is Superman and Wonder Woman.
Oh.
Because their child is awesome.
Yeah, but that's a different world. In this one, Superman's with Lois Lane.
Meh.
She's still alive.
Meh.
Okay.
And so this is written by Tom King.
Oh, yes, Tom King.
He's been doing a really good job with the newest series. The art is really, really well done. There's actually a difference between Batman and Superman in their facial features.
Oh, nice.
No, there isn't.
Well, yes, there is.
From the nose down, they're identical. You can't tell them apart.
In this one, they're different, and they're different specifically because when they go on a double date, and that is one of the best issues I've ever read. Ever. It's fantastic.
Are they in uniform? Costume?
They do kind of go out in costume, but the best thing about it is because they go to a weird fair and they're in their costumes, they don't want to be recognized as the people that they are, so they swap costumes.
So, because Batman and Catwoman are getting married, does Bruce Wayne know that Selina Kyle is Batman or whatever, vice versa? Do they know their secret identities?
Does Bruce Wayne as Batman know that Selina Kyle is Catwoman?
Yeah, that.
Yes, they know each other.
Okay.
They've been dating for a while both ways now.
Okay.
Which is nice, because, Selina fell in love with Batman, and it took her a while to warm up to Bruce, which is funny, but she likes danger and action and the hunt, so she likes being chased around by crazy Batman, and Batman seems to enjoy chasing her around. So
to hide their identity at the fair, they switch costumes.
But
that doesn't make sense, because one is some guy in a Batman costume. Okay, I'll give you...
No, because everybody sees him as Clark Kent wearing Batman's costume, because he's with Lois Lane in Catwoman's costume. Catwoman's costume has full face.
Yes, we'll ignore that.
And then, for the other one, they have Bruce Wayne as, like, the angriest looking Superman you've ever seen in your whole life.
Yeah, but shouldn't just people go, that's Bruce Wayne?
Yeah. Yeah, they know him as Bruce Wayne, but he didn't want to be recognized as Batman, because they were going out...
This is too complicated.
Because Selina Kyle is obviously Selina Kyle, because when she swaps her costume with Lois Lane, she just looks like Selina Kyle in clothes, because she can wear whatever she wants, because she's a human person, and Lois Lane wears human person clothes.
All right.
It's really funny, and it's really cute, because when their costumes are swapped, Batman has glasses on, because he's not Batman, he's Clark Kent dressed as Batman, wearing the glasses, being super smiley. He's friendly and polite and outgoing, and he and Lois just walk around holding hands, and it's just adorable. It's very funny.
It sounds adorable.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's a really weird comic. You probably wouldn't enjoy it as much as I do. It's freaking fantastic. I cannot wait for these two to get married. I want them to be married.
Well, you only have to wait till July 4th.
No, see, but they've already established in the Superman animated show that they are identical from the nose down.
Yeah, but this one's drawn differently.
No.
It is not drawn in animated series. I'm sorry.
No, you cannot change this. They need to be able to have Superman in the Batman costume and just be Batman. Because it takes superpowers to be Batman if you're not Batman.
Well, okay, but he has superpowers.
But he needs the chin so he can be Batman.
Okay, well, they still have... The point is that they look ever so slightly different, and you can tell that they're not who they are.
Speaking of comic book characters.
Yes.
Have you guys watched Luke Cage, which came out this Friday on Netflix?
Yes,
for
we've
season
seen
2?
4 episodes so far.
Nice, I've seen 6. And I'm really liking it, and they're really promoting the music in this season, I find.
That they did in the last season.
They did, but this seems even more so.
I quite like the music in Luke Cage.
Yeah, I'm enjoying the show.
Yes, me too. I like it a lot.
I think it's pacing better than the first one.
Seems to be.
The night nurse is aggravating.
Claire?
Yeah, she's a bad girlfriend.
Yeah, she has her moments.
No, she's a bad girlfriend.
But if we say so, like they'll know things.
Yes.
For anybody who hasn't seen it so far, there would be spoilers. So we will not say why.
Yeah.
But, like, to me, she does one of the things that would make me very upset. Like, very upset.
Yeah.
If Katie did that to me, I'd be like, stop. Just stop.
Well, I can understand that, for sure. Have you gotten to the point in the series where Misty gets her mechanical arm?
No.
Oh.
We are not there. Like I said, we're episode 4.
Yeah. Well, it's not a spoiler that she's getting a mechanical arm because it's in
well,
the trailers.
some people wouldn't know.
Well, it's in the trailers.
Not everybody watched the trailers.
True enough.
Yeah, we didn't watch the trailers.
It's
I kept asking if it was going to happen.
No.
We don't know that it's going to happen. I like, I cannot remember her name right now.
Who?
The dragon. Dragon's daughter. Daughter of the dragon.
Colleen Wing?
Yeah, Colleen. She's fun. I like her.
Yeah, she's a good character.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah, so it's a really good series so far. Season 2 does seem to be a little bit better than Season 1.
So far.
It's
pacing better.
Yeah, it is pacing better. We haven't gotten to the back half yet, but we'll see.
And we'll see if, like, just... I scrolled down and I didn't see any episode that was ridiculously short at the end.
You know how they're doing the branding thing?
Yeah, where everybody's wearing a Luke Cage t-shirt?
Yeah.
I want one.
I was wondering if they were doing that on purpose just so that they could sell plain t-shirts that just say Luke Cage and that people would wear them because it's like a prop from the show.
It works. I would buy one.
Yeah. But I was wondering if they did it on purpose. Do you guys think they did it on purpose?
Of course they did.
This is a genius marketing idea.
It is, because it's a marketing thing in the show itself.
Yeah.
So it could be in real life as well.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's very clever.
Like, okay, Luke, like, his name's Luke Cage. That's fine. But he's supposed to be known as Power Man. He's Power Man.
Well, Claire does call him Power Man.
Yeah, once.
Once.
Yeah.
That we've seen so far.
And Pops called him Power Man once.
Yes. But he's supposed to be Power Man. That should be...
Well, he's supposed to be Power Man when he gets teamed up with Iron Fist. Power Man and Iron Fist. So he should become Power Man before he gets teamed up with Iron Fist if they're going to do that.
Maybe he will be Power Man by the end of the show. We don't know.
He better be.
I don't know. Haven't seen that far ahead yet.
It's just unfortunate, though, because Power Man's like one of the worst names. Power Man.
Superman. Power makes him go.
Yeah. I don't know. Superman just flows off the tongue better than Power Man. I think there's too many syllables.
Same amount of syllables.
Power Man.
Superman.
No, I don't know.
You're wrong. Incorrect, Katie.
Why am I wrong?
And the last 2 syllables are the same.
Yeah.
Man.
Yeah. Well, then why does it sound weird?
Soup. Pow.
Because S is a softer sound than P.
Oh.
So Power Man should actually sound stronger.
Yeah, it's true.
Because he's Power Man.
Not
opposed to Superman.
I like how you did that. Do that one more time.
That's all right.
Yeah. Okay, so anyway, we are enjoying Luke Cage a lot. Have you seen, also on Netflix, Van Helsing?
No.
Is that the one where it's not... It's Valerie Helsing?
Vanessa,
okay. Yeah, we've seen like 4 episodes of it.
I haven't seen any.
We watched 4 episodes. It was garbage. We stopped watching.
Really? Okay,
I didn't see it.
So I've had it in my Netflix queue.
I haven't seen it.
You have. We watched it in the bedroom.
What did we watch? Like What happened? What was...
The vampires are out, and biting her will cure the vampires. They had the guy, the researcher had... Yeah, we watched it.
Mm.
Clearly you have, because that's part of what happens. You don't remember. But anyway, I've had it in my Netflix queue for about 6 months, and this week I finally decided to sit down and watch it. And I watched all 26 episodes in 3 days.
Yeah.
I loved it so much. It was amazing.
That's fun. I like vampire
We
shows.
got to the one where they're fighting, where she's fighting on the bridge or under the bridge.
Oh, that was that one?
That
The
was-
super bloody one?
Yeah.
I didn't know that was called Van Helsing.
Yeah.
I liked it a lot, and I
It's
highly
okay.
recommend it. It was addictive. I couldn't stop watching it.
We stopped watching and let's find something else.
I watched 7 episodes in a row this past Monday. I got home from work and I turned it on and I'm like, I just can't stop watching.
I can see where you would enjoy it.
Yeah.
It's got some potential there, but it didn't catch me.
No.
I feel like if you were a fan of The Walking Dead, the parts that didn't have very much people-human interaction and was mostly just people killing zombies, then you'd like it.
Yeah, there's a similarity.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Because then it's just, a lot of violence and an element of, we're trying to survive, humans versus semi-human thing.
Accurate.
But also mostly just blood and gore, and that's about it.
Yep, that's about right. Yes.
Okay,
So-
well, I can see it being a very popular thing then, because a lot of people don't care about anything else. They just wanna watch basically a YouTube video of people getting hurt.
No, I don't go for that.
Yeah,
This
they
is
do.
not.
Yeah.
Some people are like that.
Yep.
Yeah, it's not my thing.
No. But this is like a show.
It has a
and
story to
this
it.
is the closest thing you can get to that and still be like, it's a show! Buy merchandise!
I wouldn't buy any stuff from the show.
Ah, you probably would.
I don't think so.
Some people would.
Some people would, yeah. Do you have any recommendations?
Not really. Like I said, we've been very busy, so we haven't really had a
Well,
chance.
You've been building a basement.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we're doing a good job. I've been reading a lot of things lately.
Oh.
Would you like some suggestions for webtoons?
Yes.
Okay, so webtoons is a thing with online comics. Because I am caught up on most of my real comics, so I've also started reading web comics. Mostly just because, they're free and available from my phone when I am not with my comics, which are real. But I kind of really wish that these were physical copies, because I have bad luck with things that I love on the internet suddenly not being available anymore.
Yeah, I hate when that happens.
Yeah. So, the things that I've been reading lately, one of them is really cute, and I've been letting my kids read it.
Oh.
It's called A Budgie's Life.
Ah, sounds intriguing.
Yeah. It's really cute, and it's about 4 budgies that are kind of friends, and it's from the perspective of the budgies, which is great, but it's written and drawn by the person that owns them, they're based on real creatures. I've been reading Lore Olympus.
What is the website for this?
Webtoons.
Oh, just webtoons.com?
Yep.
Okay.
It's also available as an app for your phone.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Okay.
Lore Olympus is fantastic. That's one of the ones that I really wish it was a real comic, because if that one goes away, I'll be very sad.
Right, I guess so.
So Lore Olympus is based off of Greek god mythology.
Mm-hmm.
It has a modern twist though. When the gods go to the human world, it looks like normal, regular Grecian attire, where everybody's wearing togas type thing.
Okay.
And the rich people have nice togas, and the poor people have basically potato sacks. They're all really stylized, which is fun. Some people are very round, and some people are very pointy, and some people are very much both at the same time. Every god has their own color coordinated with them, mostly just based on the color that they think most matches the basic core personality quirks of the god or goddess.
Oh, okay.
Except also it's done for to make certain ones pop in the environment that they're in the most. I only know this because I read some things by the author, which was fun.
Yeah.
Just things like a Q&A, because occasionally they'll just do a little Q&A, because making comics is really difficult.
I bet.
And takes a lot of time and effort, so sometimes it's a little easier to do a Q&A.
Hi, this is Cena Grace, the artist of The Little Depressed Boy, and you are listening to the Rusted Robot Podcast, which, by the way, you should be following them on Twitter and totally subscribing on iTunes.
Instead of finishing your comic because you want to get it perfect before you send it out, because...
Procrastination is the spice of life.
Yeah, but also just don't put out anything that's, like, half-assed. So, like, we don't mind waiting for it to be good.
Right.
But Lore Olympus is really, really fun. When they're in the world of the gods, they're all dressed very modern and chic, and the gods drive cars, which is fun.
Nice.
It's pretty ridiculous.
So you definitely recommend Webtoons.
Yeah, it's pretty fun. And then, which other ones do I also follow? I also follow My Giant Nerd Boyfriend.
Nice.
It's a slice of life. It is about a lady who is a comic creator, and just things that happen in her life, and most of which are very silly.
Very cool.
Yeah.
Well, I might have to just check out Webtoons and get the app.
It is a lot of fun.
Well, thank you for sharing. Now, in our last week episode, episode 202, Josh brought up a very fascinating hypothetical question.
All right. So it was a two-part question. It was, what opposite gender superhero do you think you're most like, and which one would you like to be?
Yes, and this week, actually, we did receive communication from the outside world. Our
outsiders.
Yes.
Fear the outsiders.
Our good buddy,
Soda Pop?
Daniel Peter Hitch,
Ponyboy,
sent a feedback on Twitter.
Hello, I'm Daniel Peter Hitch, author of the Connected Worlds Chronicles and the Bubbles the Pirate children's book series. You're listening to the Rusted Robot Podcast. Think about it.
And if anybody else likes to feed us back on Twitter, it's at the Rusted Robot.
Yeah, I love hearing the answers.
Yes.
Okay.
So he said, another fun episode. For the hypothetical, I'd guess I'm most like Gert from Marvel's Runaways in that if I had a power, it would be so specific I'd question if it was useful. For the opposite gender hero I'd want to be, I guess I would be Storm from the X-Men. Very handy to control the weather in the UK.
Oh, yeah, that would be good.
That is a good answer.
Yes.
He stole half my answer.
He did? Oh, what was your answer?
I would also... Okay, so, if the one I'm most like, I think I'm...
I thought you had an answer prepared.
Yeah, what happened?
I did, but I'm blanking on it. Anyways,
Which universe is she from?
Marvel. I'd have to go with the leader of the Morlocks from the 90s cartoon.
Okay.
Okay. Not very powerful.
All right.
Because I am not. But in the narrow grouping that she was in charge, she led them well, and they listened, but nobody outside really respects her. So that's the one I most like.
Nobody respects you, Josh.
Nobody on the outside does.
Right.
But everybody within the in-group.
I see.
Everybody in the in-group respects me. Everybody on the outside, they don't realize what I'm like.
Okay.
But my other half would be Storm. The reason is I want to be rich.
And if you could control the weather?
Well, I would get a large dynamo built and just spin it up with my wind powers, and voila, I'm providing electricity on a grand scale. The power of a typhoon dropped into a single dynamo.
Right on.
Would you provide it for free, or would you charge it for service?
Charge money. I want to be rich.
He wants to
Rich,
be rich.
I said.
That's not really being a hero, though.
I didn't. No. I said which one would I like to be.
Oh.
She's got the potential to power the world. I can charge 1/100th current electrical charges, and just whoosh. Oh wait, it's all up to speed again.
You could also just use lightning.
No, lightning. It's got a lot of power, but you'd have to transform it down. This way, I just have to build a large turbine that I spin up, using a large dynamo, keep it going.
And you know what's funny about this? When we were talking about this earlier, and I said I couldn't come up with one that I most like because I'm not very familiar with all the female superheroes, you said I am most like Storm.
I said you were most like Storm.
Yes, you did.
Yeah.
And why is that?
You're quiet, reserved. You think things through logically, and when you have to lead people, you do it pretty good, but you don't really resort to violence unless you absolutely have to.
When they need the beatdown.
Yeah.
Right.
But, like, Storm's not, she doesn't go out of her way to do just violent things, even though she's very powerful.
Yeah,
But,
you're right. That sounds like me.
But, yeah, she mostly just likes to sit and converse with other people. She likes being a teacher. She likes helping other people. But she does it in kind of a reserved way without her powers most of the time, which is odd because she has the power to stop world hunger and doesn't do it.
Huh. Yeah, you're right. That does sound like a lot like me. And the hero, I can't stop world hunger.
You could, though.
If I could, I would. Yes,
Yeah.
definitely.
And if you could, though, would you?
Yes.
So you'd be better than Storm.
I would be better than Storm. But if I had...
I'd be richer than Storm.
Yeah, you would be richer than
If
Storm.
I could choose a superhero to be, I'd pick Rogue, because then I get to sample everybody's powers.
Yeah, but then...
She's forever alone, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, so am I. What's the big deal?
Oh!
All right, Katie?
I think I am most like the Flash. Barry Allen Flash.
Grant Gustin?
Grant Gustin.
The actor who plays
Oh, yeah,
Flash.
the TV show one. Yeah, also the one from the animated series, because he's quippy, witty, a little snarky sometimes, but he generally tries to be good, and he can't keep his mouth shut about his powers. And if I had powers, I would tell everybody. Everybody would know. He's like, I have these powers, and I have this secret identity, which I can't tell anybody, but I've told like 25 people, so you have to keep my secret, okay, guys?
Yeah, that's
also, hello, brand new person. I'm a superhero. These are my powers. These are my friends. This is my secret base. No, we don't have security. Come and hang out with us.
Right.
I need friends. Because that just... It seems like me, and
Yes.
he's a lot of fun. He's happy-go-lucky.
Mm-hmm.
He doesn't always think things through despite being intelligent. He makes a lot of really obvious mistakes just because he's like, I have superpowers. I'm going to help. I'm going to be a helper. Oh, crap, I've messed this up. I should fix this.
And who would you most like to be like?
I would like to be Superman.
For obvious reasons?
Yeah. He's an understated hero. He can keep a secret.
Right.
Oh, I can keep other people's secrets. I just can't seem to keep my own.
Okay.
He can do all of the things, and I would not use my powers to get rich. I would use them to help people.
Very good of you. Very
Yeah.
nice.
And it would be nice. And he has a pretty sweet rockin' cape and also pulls off red boots nicely.
If there's one thing I like, it's a rockin' cape.
Yeah.
Yes.
And I love capes. I wear capes. I wore a cape to work the other day because it was very cold outside.
You wore a cloak.
Oh, yes. But the hood is coming off, so it's kind of a cape.
I'll fix the hood.
Yeah.
All right. So are we done here?
I think we are done here.
All right. Well, thanks for stopping by and recording episode 203 of the Rusted Robot podcast with me. I definitely appreciate it. Actually, I guess I stopped by because I'm in your house.
Yeah. I was going to say, like, I didn't go anywhere.
You didn't go anywhere. I came to your place. I
Yeah.
always come to your place. I need a podcast studio, Josh.
Okay.
And you guys need a car so you can come to my house.
But that just seems backwards because we're building the basement.
Right. Maybe we'll have a podcast studio in your basement.
That seems...
Ooh.
That
I
would
could-
make the most sense.
I could actually noise-proof the front room by the laundry area.
You should do that. And then we have a perfect
The
place.
front room by the laundry area.
Well, anyway, we don't need to talk about that right now.
Where the Christmas trees are.
Ah!
Yes. So, anyway, thanks for being here. Thanks for listening to our show, all you Rusted Robot fans, listeners, acolytes, and other joyful people.
Yes.
Right? That sounds
Yes.
good?
Yeah.
Okay, so listen to the end credits for all the ways to reach us. Leave a 5-star review in the iTunes store, and I guess that's it for now. So remember, if it makes you smile, giggle, or laugh, do it again. This has been another episode of the Rusted Robot Podcast. You can contact us by emailing therustedrobot@gmail.com or tweeting us at therustedrobot. Visit our website at therustedrobot.podbean.com. And, if you would, please check us out and like us on Facebook. A 5-star review in iTunes is appreciated. The Rusted Robot Podcast was written, produced, scored, edited, engineered, and directed by Sean Vanderloo. Your co-host was Josh Montney. Don't forget to visit Jump City Comics in the 101 Mall and listen to our other show, the Soul Forge Podcast. Visit Sean on Twitter and Instagram at Darth Vaderloo.
The Rusted Robot Podcast. Think about it.
From your alien suitor, grab an Earl Grey, make it hot computer, and yawn and stretch and try to come to life. Deanna Troy is annoyed by her mother. If you feel sick, see Beverly Crusher. You'll find these 80s on the Enterprise. On the Enterprise, what a time to be a woman, equal to the guys. Tasha Yara ranked a Klingon on the holodeck. Ease some stress with a vacation you will never want to. And that's Captain Janeway, trying to get home from a Delta vacay before her crew became all old and gray. She met 709 stuck in the hive mind. Janeway freed her, wouldn't leave her behind, and took out the Borg Queen on her last day. On the Enterprise, Captain Kirk kissing a hurrah. Now she's laid in Spock, 'cause her feelings he's allured to. Scotty, beam us up. It's a female revolution. It's the best part of our human evolution. Deep Space Nine, you don't have to go stripping. Wear your fancy clothes, much unlike Ferengi women. Dax is on Worf's mind, getting down with the Klingon. What a time to be alive as a woman. Enterprise, Bosch has caught the heart of Captain, and there's Ensign Rowe. Now there's a traitor who is happening. Scotty, beam us up. It's a female revolution. It's the best part of our human evolution. Enterprise.
This has been a broadcast of the ESO Network. Be part of the crew and help support our shows by donating to our ESO Patreon or by shopping through Amazon.com or the TeePublic store, which can all be found at www.esonetwork.com. The ESO Network, your station for all things geek.